See, if we see various laws in nature, they are much more scientific. Previously, it was religious dogmatism which was there in the East. So nature tried to, go into the West and find new grounds. Of course, it was there. We also had a little scientific temper, but we lost it to various circumstances here on Earth, here in India, and it went to Europe, where various laws were discovered. For example, law of gravitation. It is such a beautiful law which explains so many things, like the rotation of Earth around the Sun, or the rotation of the Moon around the Earth. So big masses traveling such big space at such a high speed without any diesel or petrol, without any gas. Huh? So it's a real miracle, and you only explain it with the law of gravitation. Similarly, if you look at the the tides in the ocean, it's because of the lunar effect. The moon is trying to push the water up, and it is also, you are able to explain it on the basis of gravitation. Then the artificial satellites which are revolving, that many hundreds of them are revolving in space above us, and they're not following us. And you can, make it geosynchronous, you can push it, reducing the orbital velocity, or you can get it closer to Earth and increase the velocity. So, because of this science, we are able to take benefit, and it's a real miracle. Huh? The lunar eclipse and the solar eclipse, accurately we can predict because of law of gravitation. Huh? So it's really, look at the principle of superposition. It is such a fantastic law that it operates in gravitation, it operates in sound and music, it operates in your electricity, electrostatics, and you're just amazed. Just examples, a law of superposition in sound. If there are around 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sounds, you can easily make out. It is a sound of a bird, it is a sound of a woman, it is a sound of a dog, it is a sound of a flying helicopter or a aeroplane, it's a sound of a fan, it's a sound of some shrill insect. You can, if they are all happening at the same time. And this principle of superposition is working in so many areas, but not in humans. We work in principle of superposition is, it's very limited. We're not doing that. And look at that. This law was discovered by Henry Cavendish in 1798, after 1738 or something like that, around that. Exactly, I don't know the date. So it was after Newton, and he was able to calculate the weight of the Earth. 6 into 10 to the power 24. He was able to demonstrate live that, look, the force of gravity is working with the help of that experiment. And he was able to, calculate universal gravitation constant, the great G. So these are beautiful laws which are there, and nature wanted that we should move away from dogmatism, the religious dogmatism which man came to know. And the religious dogmatism was there even in Europe with Christianity. There were so many people who were killed. Ultimately, Renaissance happened, and these scientific ideas came to the fore, and people started thinking that, oh, religion is all bullshit. Let's go into science and do that. And the scientific, unfortunately, this scientific ideas have got into the realm of materialism. The material dogmatism is there. The capitalist or the communist ideas are around that, and we drag Karl Marx and all that. And I think so. Karl Marx never said about communism that it should be forced kind of thing. Communism, what do you mean by communism? Communism is people living in community together with each other. It's not, it has to be natural. Loving affection is a basics of communism. So I am moving away from science to all that, trying to demonstrate that we have to find a middle path, taking the rational elements of both the sides, rationalize. And democracy is something all about that, finding the truth through debate. You debate on the sides and you don't say that, oh, I've got so many votes and I'm going to defeat you. And you feel confident and then you choose your contractors and I'm debating. But what I want to say is rationality is a path to middle path, and that is the future of mankind. Thank you.